And a very pleasant Sunday evening, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Mark Henderson with you here from the Weather Hub. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Weather-wise, it was a pretty darn decent one by all accounts. Sure, it was quite a bit warmer than recent times. In fact, compared to last weekend, we're a good 15, 20 degrees warmer than we were a week ago. So quite the change. And for summer enthusiasts, it's a change that many folks can probably embrace. Big takeaways for the week ahead. It is going to stay very warm to borderline hot over the next 3 or 4 days. Now, if you were with us here last week, especially toward the middle and end stages of last week, we were really focused on the return of some genuine heat. Well, if you're not a heat enthusiast, we've got some good news for you is that it doesn't look nearly as punishing as it did perhaps late last week. Sure, it's still going to be very warm, and it might feel a tinge on the humid side, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as originally advertised. If you may recall, late last week we were talking about temperatures in the lower 90s, maybe even pushing the middle 90s, and heat index values in the middle and upper 90s. Now, the thought here is we're probably talking middle to upper 80s for temperatures, and then upper 80s to lower 90s for heat index values. So we will take whatever improvements we can get, especially if you are not a warm weather fan. You'll certainly enjoy that. Let's take a look here at our satellite and radar together, and we'll also take a look at our precision cast model. You'll see that we've got quite a bit of cloud cover off to the west, covering much of the state of Iowa, Missouri, up into Minnesota, and then southward into Arkansas. That cloud cover is going to stick around here, especially off to the west here overnight tonight. Does that cloud cover ever get into here per se? Possibly, but probably not likely. The reason for that, you'll notice the wind out of the east southeast. It's a dry airflow. That's the reason that the humidity is not going to be nearly as punishing as maybe originally feared. Those east southeasterly winds coming off of Lake Michigan keep the dew points lower, and it also fights off the advancement of any sort of clouds or really any meaningful moisture. Now, off to the west, where we have more of a southerly wind out across eastern and central Iowa, there's higher moisture content, and so it's more likely that you're going to see clouds and maybe even some showers and thunderstorms there. But what we'll see here, and this is the picture here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, is that once we lose the sunshine and the atmosphere stabilizes and these storms try to encounter the drier air, they just kind of fizzle out. And so they really don't end up causing us any sort of serious concern. Here's then the picture at 4 o'clock on Tuesday morning, and by that point in time, we should be problem free. Here we are, it's Tuesday morning, 7 o'clock. I do think we get a little bit of cloud cover our way, but outside of that, it should be okay. But you'll notice how that cloud cover kind of pushes back westward, and that's a direct byproduct of high pressure sitting directly overhead, a lot of sinking air, and we have those easterly winds knifing some drier air into our region as well. So all things considered, it looks to be very, very quiet and very, very pleasant here through Tuesday. And I essentially think we're going to be copying and pasting this into Wednesday and probably Thursday as well. Thursday is the day we're going to be kind of monitoring as a day of potential transition. So let's start things off here at 7 o'clock Thursday morning. Quite an active pattern establishing itself from the northern into the central plains. Here we are, though, then at 1 o'clock Thursday afternoon. You'll notice a cold front kind of on a move. This is an area of low pressure that's centered over eastern portions of South Dakota on Thursday afternoon. Cold front extends back through Nebraska and into Kansas, and that cold front will be eventually on the move. So this is 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. Here's 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon. You see a little bit more of an eastward jaunt with this. Now, we will notice that there should be a likely weakening trend in these storms as they continue to progress eastward, and especially as they encounter that easterly breeze, once again bringing in that dry air back our way. But it does appear as though there is at least a chance for some showers and thunderstorms Thursday night, and then as that boundary kind of parks overhead or very close by, we'll keep those thunderstorm chances into the forecast on Friday, maybe even Saturday here as well. So let's talk numbers then, shall we, as we take our graphics full. We are going to stay very warm and very humid here for the foreseeable future. Mid 80s for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Heat index values could climb to as high as 90 or thereabouts. We'll introduce a shower or thunderstorm chance here Thursday night. Keep them around on a hit or miss basis for Friday and Saturday. We'll need to watch out for any sort of plans for any football games Friday night. A little too early to nail down those specifics just yet. And then, of course, Saturday, we're kicking off homecoming season, or I suppose many already have had some homecomings this most recent weekend. But of course, Saturday will be another day with plenty of homecoming festivities. And then a couple of showers may linger in early Sunday. Now, the temperatures here by Friday, Saturday, Sunday still above normal for this time of year, but cooler or considerably cooler as we reestablish those easterly breezes off of Lake Michigan. So, the big takeaway here is good news for those who are not fans of the heat and humidity. Looks like we dodge a bullet there. But if you like the summer warmth, we're going to keep it around here for quite some time. We just may not have the air conditioners working nearly as hard as originally feared. All right, that's it for us here for this Sunday evening get together. Always a pleasure to have you with us. And we thank you for your continued support of the Weather Hub. Always a pleasure. We look forward to continue to work for you in the days, weeks, months, and heck, years ahead. Have a great Sunday night and an even better week to come. Take care. Bye bye now.